Hi, I'm Sana, and welcome to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright, picking up where we left off in the last episode, we did a fair amount of exploring, and we came across a door that could only open if we had enough shards collected. So, let's go and find some shards. I got them marked on my map, so we can go and do that. Okay, I think I have more spiders following me.
Sarah!
What? Sarah's fine. Sarah's fine. She'll live. There are too many. I said it in the last episode as well. There are too many spiders in this, so way too many. Okay. Shard, please. Thank you. Okay, so we need 2 more shards to unlock the door. Okay. That's cool. Fate touch creatures killed. Find and complete all Astrarium pedestals. Sure. Let's go and get more shards first though. Okay, we got some stuff to do in this little area that we're in. That's good. Well. Where is shard? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Then my question is, how do I get up there? Not like that. Okay. Am I already messing up? We just started. Right, there's a rift. We just started. I'm already not seeing how I need to walk. Ugh. Why? Why is it so difficult for me? Huh? How did I walk? How did I get up here? Don't understand. Did I actually mean... Oh, I actually did mean to walk all the way like this, I suppose. Cool. Yeah, I knew that. What's this exclam? Oh, that hurt apparently. What's this exclam? Oh. Okay. Hello. And what do you want?
Inquisitor. Baron Ava Pierre d'Amotizin.
Yeah.
I've come to consult with your soldiers on matters pertaining to natural threat. The beasts of these woods are fierce. I fear they've already claimed the life of my dear, devoted scribe.
Why are you here?
What are you doing out here?
Once I was content to remain in the safety of my estate. Then,
Same.
with the passing of my uncle, I was obliged to join an expedition to the stranger parts of Thedas. How little of our natural world is understood. What terrors creep across the soil while we lie ignorant and ill-prepared. If you knew what I do of the common fennec, you would not sleep.
Okay.
From that day onward, I have studied the wilds and the beasts therein.
Okay.
Are my soldiers running into problems?
They face delays establishing camps due to pests of various nature. I offered to consider the matter. There is an herb mixture. Correctly placed, it could ward beasts away from their supplies. I would not presume to further involve myself in your organization's military affairs. Perhaps I might entrust these to you.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Is that a quest? Okay. Wards placed. Okay, well, I got shards to find for now. Okay, this place is very full with stuff to do right now. Okay. Which is nice, because I do like to have a sense of direction and where to go. I can easily get overwhelmed if it's too much freedom. and too much of an do whatever you like kind of vibe, because that often means that I end up doing nothing at all. Okay, where do I need to go? I feel like I'm asking this question a lot. Where do I need to go? I'm just gonna see if I need to walk that trunk. Because it looked so walkable. And I was right. Is the shard up here? It totally is. Okay, cool. So we can unlock the door now. But there are so many other things in here that I now want to do, that the doors just gotta wait. One might say, hold the door. Okay, that hurt as well. Okay. I think my character just tried to die from cringe as I was making a not so funny joke. I get it. Okay, I'm going to place an herb.
Ooh, scary herbs. And it's working. Well, great.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, I have another astrarium to do as well. And where would this one be? There it is. Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay, that didn't take too long. It wasn't an embarrassing amount of attempts. Alright, let's place another ward. I'll mark the place. I can only imagine how nice it would be if you instantly saw the solution. It would be so nice to be that sharp and clever to instantly see the solution. That's so cool. I wish I had that. But mine is very much just trial and error. Lots of trial and error. Eventually I'll get it, but... What we got? What we got? Oh. I thought it was down here, but it's not. It's actually up. Okay. Hold. How do I get up? That's a good question, me. Okay. So I'm just thinking maybe, like, I can climb up this big rock formation and just get there like that. Oh, come on. Don't slide down. Yeah, I think my idea will actually work. Okay, is the landmark here? It totally is. What a view. Ah, that looks amazing. That's nice. That looks way more appealing than that desert area that we went to. Never forget the hissing wastes. That was not a fun part. I think that's my least enjoyed zone and least enjoyed part of this Let's Play. Just the endless amount of walking I had to do in that desert. Just finding the stupid dwarven throne thing. I did not enjoy that at all. did it anyway, so that's something. But yeah, I don't know. It is difficult to make the desert an interesting place. That's for sure. Because the desert on its own is just not an interesting place. There's just not much happening at a desert, so it's very difficult to make that appealing in a video game. Oh, whoa. Help. I forgot what the normal way of doing the potion is. So we're doing it like that. Did I take that much damage because I fell down or because the spider is just too OP? I didn't really pay attention to what was happening. Alright. Placing the herb. Good. And then we have one there. Okay. So far so good though. This zone hasn't given me too much trouble. I was afraid that going into our first DLC zone we would have a little bit of trouble feeling underpowered, but aside from that one giant when we just zoned in that was bugged out, we didn't have too much trouble.
Inquisitor, are those herb wards?
Yeah. What do you want, Dunwich?
Herb wards. Those could assist the soldiers. I take it you've met Baron de Mortizan?
Yeah.
And you are...
Dunwich, your worship. The Master's scribe.
De Mortizan said you were dead.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm merely late, sir. I was not to return until I'd gathered evidence on the Nox Mortar.
The what now?
You're gathering evidence on a...
The Nox Mortar.
The.
I was to set out apparatus for gathering information on the beast. Retrieving it proved difficult. Gurguts. If you're out here anyway, your worship, I can inform you that the Baron's pockets are deep. He would no doubt appreciate any efforts made on his behalf.
Okay.
What is the Nox Morta exactly?
A skulking beast the Master believes lies somewhere in the basin.
We're going to kill it.
That's not very specific.
No, it's not.
I'm afraid specificity eludes us, sir. Officially, the beast remains undiscovered and unwitnessed.
Okay.
How did you get involved in all this?
I've been the Master's scribe these past 10 years. The Baron has made a study of a number of creatures. I'm assured my assistance is invaluable.
I should be going.
Very good, sir.
Right. Okay, we can kill that beast. Retrieve evidence. Sure. Let's go. Sounds like a job for me. So, everyone, just follow me. I'll stop here. We're going on an adventure. I can't really remember what this creature looked like, what it was. Was it like a wyvern? I have no idea. Oh boy, more spiders. Because that's what we want. Yeah, you're gonna like sit around with 1 HP? Absolute trolling. They're tanky though. Oh, we got some Hackenites over here. And spiders. Seeing them get knocked down like that, that is the stuff. That's the good stuff. Why am I setting myself on fire? Oh, because I targeted the spider? I'm so happy I don't have friendly fire on. I would have murdered us in a heartbeat. That's for sure. I feel like if we are... What the hell? He could yeet it! What the hell was that? Why did he get yeeted so far? Well, yeeted and deleted, I guess. Anyway, what I was saying. I feel like if you play with trials on like friendly fire and everything, you gotta play more tactical. I think the tactical camera will be your godsend because this close up and this like action combat thing, that doesn't really lend itself to properly position yourself and then also do damage without hitting your party members. That's just not gonna happen. Okay, we got some Gurguts. The one guy was talking about Gurguts, right? Is this the evidence that I am looking for? Okay. Retrieve evidence. What's that? Another spider! Shocking! Oh, there's a trap here. Get evidence. Okay. The half-chewed label clings to the apparatus. The remaining text is blurred beneath the coat of drool. The attempt. Recorded for posterity at the behest of would be lost in the endeavor forward the property of... Okay, that's...
Whatever this is, it must be what de Mortisan wanted.
Probably. Okay, so we are good now. We have to return the evidence. Okay. We can do that. I'm just gonna use this fate step as a glorified dodge and whatnot. I definitely never used it the way it was supposed to be used in combat. Like, you're meant to like step through enemies, right? And then depending on the morph that you picked, you would either get your mana back or you would freeze them. Yeah, I've never used it like that, never ever.
That Dunwich yet lives while I was so certain of his passing. The Maker smiles on this endeavor.
Maybe you were a little quick to assume he was dead. I got some evidence.
I've evidence of your Nox Morta, I think.
Yes, to observe the mark of the teeth. Let me see. Gurgut and Gurgut. But this, a beast unclassified and interested in the bait presented. What lies before us is an opportunity to greet the unknowable. Yet I confess fear, knowing I lack the skill to confront it.
Now let me do it.
Surely Andraste's herald does not share my limitations.
That's correct.
If you would take the bait and confirm its existence, I would be in the Inquisition's debt.
Okay, can I kill it? Or do I just need to like confirm its existence by like looking at it, taking a picture and walk away? I want to kill it.
What can you tell me about the Nox Morta?
Mere scraps of knowledge gleaned from bloodstained papers. They speak of a creature enamored of shadow lurking in the darkest places. Silence pays it favor, concealing its oid bulk until a stretched mouth takes its prey. Of course, some of my colleagues deem the beast a mere fancy.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Okay, I feel like we're building up this Nox Morta to be something. And once we actually get there, I bet it's underwhelming, isn't it? Okay, it's all the way over there. Okay, so I am still here. So why don't I go and wrap up some things in this area before I move on to a new area? That's the smart thing to do. I'll get you your Nox Morta, don't worry. But, you know, Inquisitor is a busy bee. I got more stuff to do. Okay. Enemies down below. Okay. Okay, so now let's be smart about this. Let's not Unga to the Bunga immediately. Let's start by not falling to our deaths. That would be nice. That would be good. And now we can Unga to... What? Oh, that's the Fated. I'm like, what is that blue one? It's like finding a shiny Pokemon, right? You're like, oh my word, it's a different color. It's totally like finding a shiny Pokemon. Why did they disappear on me? Why did it just teleport all the way over there? It's a teleporting shiny Pokemon. Yeah, I just realized now, like, we're totally hunting shinies. I remember my very first shiny Pokemon ever. It was in... Oh, I don't remember the Pokemon series. It was a Puchaina. I don't remember which... Was that is that in Emeralds? I don't remember which generation had the Puchaina. But I found my very first shiny Pokemon in... Well, whatever that series was. And it was like a golden yellowy kind of color. It was a shiny Puchaina. And I was like, great, I don't use Puchainas, but it's shiny, so you bet I used it. Yeah, that was cool. I think of all the Pokemon series, the most fun I had were... I had Emeralds, personally. I really liked Emeralds. Soul Silver was the one that I had. Soul Silver, Heart Gold. Those were really fun. I think those are my favorites. The remakes of Gold and Silver. Soul Silver and Heart Gold. I think those are my favorite Pokemon. Oh shit, there's Vilfire here. Alright. I kinda like Pokemon Black and White. I mean, obviously I've played the OGs. Like, I've played Blue and Green and Red. And they're alright, but... I never played them when they were current. Because when I begged my mother for a Game Boy, she said like, no. Games? That's a phase. It's, well, she was right on one thing. It's like, it's very expensive. Like, she was correct on that part. It's very, very expensive. And she said, it's just a phase. And you're going to want this now. And then you're never going to look at it again. So instead, you're just going to play with My Little Pony and Barbie dolls instead. Because that's obviously not a phase. No. So I never really got... I never got a Game Boy when I was growing up. What I did have was a 999-in-1 Tetris handheld. So it was a bunch of knockoff Tetris versions on a handheld. And that's what I played. So it had the shape of like a bigger Game Boy, right? And it just had all variants of Tetris in there. Like, it's not as exciting as it sounds, if it even sounds remotely exciting. I did get really good at Tetris though. Yeah, I did get very good at Tetris. But because it was the almost a bootleg version of Tetris, I, for example, never heard the original Tetris music, that little Russian tune. I never heard that growing up. I had to hear that way later, when I was already like 18 years old, when I heard that the original Tetris tune for the first time. I'm like, oh my word, that's the song that actually is supposed to play on the game that I played on when I was a kid. Yeah, that's just how scuffed my gaming education was. I grew up with Tetris, and that's really all the gaming that I did until I was... How old was I? I think I got my first PlayStation. It was PlayStation 2. Okay, well, if you're dying, use a potion, will ya? There you go. Healthy. I think I got my very first console when I was 12 or 13 years old. Yeah, I was in high school, And I had a friend whose brother had a PlayStation 1 with Final Fantasy 8 on it. And I was at her house one day, and she usually hung out in her brother's room playing on the PlayStation 1. She was usually playing Final Fantasy 8 herself. And I remember that she booted up the console and I saw the video game, and I was like, my eyes got big as saucers, and I was like, oh my word, this looks so good. I was like, this ain't Tetris anymore, that's for sure. Like, prior to that, I hadn't touched a single other game other than that stupid Tetris thing, handheld. Because my mom never allowed me to. Like, I remember that we were going to toy stores, and I would see these box covers of World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 1, and I always asked my mom, like, Mama, it looks so awesome. Because I already liked medieval fantasy at that time. But she was like, nah, that's too expensive, or it required a sub, and she's like, that's never going to happen. Why are we...
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way
Oh.
back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hackonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hackonite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I should go.
Safe travels.
Okay, Black Ball is absolutely losing it in here. Okay, he's becoming restless. Alright, okay, sure. We can go there. Let's walk. So, okay, where was I? With my story nobody asked for. So yeah, I was around 12 or 13 when I saw the PlayStation 1 with Final Fantasy 8. And I was absolutely amazed. Like, up until that point, I unfortunately played nothing other than the 999-in-1 Tetris handheld that my mom gave me when I was young. And I remember coming home one day after playing at her house, and I just begged my mom. I'm like, oh, you wouldn't believe what I just saw. It looked absolutely amazing. And please, 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 can I get a PlayStation 1? I asked for the PlayStation 1 even. I remember that I didn't even ask for the newest console, which was the PlayStation 2. I asked for the PlayStation 1 and Final Fantasy 8. And for some reason, she was like, yeah, okay, let's go to the store and let's go get you a console. I'm like, wait, are you for real? Why is suddenly okay to get...
Should
like,
we look around?
I never was allowed to play video games or get games. And all of a sudden now it's okay. Alright.
Orders for Grandin.
Undead Hackonites. Hope he hasn't run into more trouble.
Oh, there's probably trouble. There's probably a whole lot of trouble. But as you were going to the store to get me a PlayStation, the PlayStation 2 just came out. And my mom said, like, oh, you can also get the Xbox. Like, they were both around the same price. And I remember I was like, well, I want to play Final Fantasy. So it had to just be a... what am I fighting? Okay. So it had to be a PlayStation. Because back at the time there was no Final Fantasy on the Xbox yet. So it had to be a PlayStation. And then obviously I couldn't find Final Fantasy 8 because fuck that, it's PlayStation 2 era. So instead what I got was Final Fantasy 10. And that was my very, very, very first actual video game that I played myself. That was Final Fantasy 10 on the PlayStation 2. I have been such a late bloomer when it comes to video games. Because I was I was 12 or 13. Yeah, I was absolutely around that age when I got my first console. So I've been not growing up with video games at all. I have had a very different experience than most people. Which is, it kind of sucks because when you hear people talking about nostalgia for older games or whatnot, I don't have it. I played a few DOS games at my grandmother's computer back in the day. My grandmother got a computer before we did. And she had a bunch of video games on there. I remember that I played this DOS game called Hocus Pocus, and I played Commander Keen, but I wasn't good at them because I suck at platforming. But I remember that I played them vaguely, but I was so young that I absolutely didn't know what I was doing. And I don't have a whole lot of nostalgia for them because I was literally like 6 or 7 or something. I was very, very, very young. It was just something that my grandmother got me so that
These
I
were Hackenites.
was able to
A
keep myself
dagger with
busy
the
whenever we
Inquisition
visited
seal.
there.
Property of our missing soldier.
But it's just so sad to think that my very first actual experience with video games was the PlayStation 2. Even though I was alive and young enough to be playing way, way, way older consoles, right? I could have played the NES or the SNES or the GameCube. I remember that I had people in my class back in primary school that had GameCubes and whatnot, and I was just never allowed any of it. Because gaming was a phase, she said. Gaming was a phase. Look at me now, Mom. It's crazy. So I had like a lot of stuff to catch up on when I was older and I was like getting my own money from work, salary. You know, I bought a bunch of stuff just to like make up for, oh well, that's not good. Just to make up for what I missed in my childhood, right? But I never ever gained nostalgia for the stuff I never played. So I don't have any nostalgia for NES and SNES games or GameCube games, Game Boy games. I don't have any nostalgia for them because I never played them. That also results in me not liking a lot of titles from back in the day. Like I don't like Mario, I don't like Zelda, I don't like any platformer, old school game. I don't like any of them. So unfortunately, I'm very much more a modern type of gamer. Like I said, my very first video game was Final Fantasy X, which was already a very modern take on some of the other Final Fantasies. I did went back and play some older Final Fantasies. Like for example, I went back and played 8, obviously, because I saw it at my friend's house. So I definitely went and played Final Fantasy 8. I played 9. And we played 10, and then I did 12, 13, 13-2. But I never went back older than 8. Never. I haven't
Someone's
played Final
cut
Fantasy
their
7,
way through these
for
Hakon
example.
warriors. I can't decide if it's impressive or disconcerting.
I mean, this is definitely depressing. I can tell you that much. Well, that was a fun story time. But yeah, you can see where I'm coming from. I am not an old school gamer. I have not been playing video games since I was very young. At least not the right type of video games. Let's put it that way. I've been playing Tetris. If that's worth anything, which it's not. But it's kind of nice in one way because that means that I get to redo a lot of stuff at an older age. And I can see it for what it is now. On one hand, that's nice because I get to experience certain games for the first time, whereas other people are never able to do that anymore. And on the other hand, I can see older games for what they are right now, which might not be so good. And other people will be like, yeah, but we have nostalgia for it, so we kind of forgive it. And it's like, it's good because we played it back in the day. Like, for example, I'm playing RuneScape 3 right now, right? I super got into RuneScape 3, but not because I have nostalgia for it. I never played it when I was a kid. I just like the game as a whole. Whereas other people kind of stick with RuneScape because they have nostalgia for it. I get experienced for the first time at the age of 34. Which is something that other people will never be able to do. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's some people will have a lot of nostalgia for it, and I just don't. I missed out on a whole lot of stuff. Absolutely. What am I looking for still? I got completely distracted and got into my head and telling you the tale of my childhood. I'm not actually paying attention to what I'm supposed to do. Okay, but why are you just standing in the field there, though? That's just... Don't be weird.
Safe travels, sir.
Thanks. Why are you giving me trash? You never give me anything good. They never give me anything nice. Okay, there are way too many mobs here. I'm aware I don't need to fight all of them, but my companions are going to get into combat with them anyway, so, you know. I might as well. But coming back to to the Tetris thing, the very first time that I actually heard the original tune that plays from Tetris is when I got the Nintendo DS version of Tetris. And that's the first time I actually heard the OG tune. I'm like, oh well, this is a banger. But I was already like, I don't know, 16, 17 years old when I first heard that. Like, that's just how scuffed my gaming life was when I was younger. It's absolutely crazy to think about, but yeah. And at some point, I got myself a laptop, and I had friends who played Guild Wars 2. And that's when shit went down. Like, as soon as I started PC gaming, I never looked back. Because I was a console gamer up until that point, and...
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin.
Something doesn't feel right.
Bruh, is he okay?
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend, Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
You can leave, Spirit?
Doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
Somehow I feel this is not gonna go.
You're not walking out of here, demon.
If you stop me, then I cannot stop them. I won't allow it.
Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, we got this. Oh. Okay. That's not how I expected that to go. But anyway, as for fighting this, I was saying... I think I was around... I needed a laptop for school, right? Up until that point I never really needed any. I think I was 18, 19 years old when I got a laptop. I know, I had like such a scuffed childhood. I guess it's just being a millennial, I don't know. I never really needed a laptop prior to that. I did have laptops, but those were purely for school, like you couldn't install a game on it other than maybe Patience or Pinball. But I got like a decent laptop for school when I was studying graphic design. And I think I was like 18 or 19 at the time when I got like a decent laptop. And a friend of mine played Guild Wars 2 and had friends who played Guild Wars 2, and he was telling me all about it. So
Stupid demons and what they friggin' do.
I was very interested in it, but I didn't have the money to just commit to buying the game yet if I didn't know if I liked it, yes or no. And Guild Wars 2 didn't have... It was still a buy-to-play game at the time. It wasn't free-to-play. It was still a buy-to-play game. I didn't know if I was going to like it. So my friend said that he had a friend who was going on vacation and that she was willing to lend out her account and her information to me so that I could play on her account as she was away so that I could try out the game, which was extremely generous. And don't ever do that, kids. Don't ever just give your account to a stranger. Like, it worked out alright because I'm freaking normal. I'm not going to abuse your account. But just thinking about it is not the smartest thing to do. But I got absolutely hooked immediately on Guild Wars 2. And after that, it just went all downhill and I never went back to console gaming. I was a PC gamer at that time, which is very late. Like, being 18, 19 years old and playing a PC game for the very first time, that's just ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
No, no, no.
Okay.
I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
Why? What?
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be?
There's a first time for everything.
I am Sigrid Gulsdotten, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
Why?
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
Okay. Apparently we are very nosy and now we want to know more. Okay. Right, we're probably telling Harding about the thing, right? We're telling Harding that he got overcome by a demon and that we had to kill him.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
Right. What, you don't like tree houses?
Don't you like the idea of the tree houses?
It's a good idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far below me with nothing but air in between us is just...
You're afraid of heights.
Who would have thought? Scout Harding, afraid of heights.
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid. I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
That's cute.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
Goodbye. Just imagine just cutting off this conversation. Just like, no, goodbye.
Yes. He is dead.
Another one gone. Just like that. You never get used to it, do you? Maker. I'll miss him. The boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
I should go.
Safe travels.
Okay. Now we got that done. Let's see. Right, we have a few things to do here. Fate touch creatures, we have to find Clad, and we have to bait that. And this is all back at the hold, and we're not doing that just yet. So... Fate touch creatures killed. Let's just try and walk in that general direction. See if that leads us anywhere. Alright. Well, that was an interesting quest. I don't think I've ever run into that quest before. At least I don't remember. It's easy to miss because you don't really get a lead to that quest. You kind of just stumble upon it. That's kind of cool. And now we know that Harding is afraid of heights. And now we're back to walking simulator. Let's go this way. Is that more spiders? Is that more spiders coming at me? No! Oh, okay. I was somehow not expecting the Gurguts. Whoa! He was glitching out. Do you see that? Okay.
Someone help Sarah!
Why? What's wrong with What's wrong with Sarah? Like, I think she's beyond help at this point. It's not a Gurgut down. Done and done. Okay. And what is Sarah fighting over there on her own? Me and Blackwall, we just don't give a shit. Dorian also doesn't give a shit. Where's Sarah? Oh, there she is. Okay. Sure. The Shallows. Alright. This looks amazing. Yep. Is that a Fade Rift that I see? Yeah, it totally is. Alright. Might as well, now that we're here. Okay, well, that fire isn't gonna do much against the Rage Demon, I'm aware, but might hurt the others. Any day now. Oh. Okay. What are all you? You're a fear demon. Okay. Noted. Why? Why is it at my feet? Why? Like, there's clearly an enemy still alive over there. Why does it target my feet? I want to know. Okay, well, we got it. I need to find another shiny. Found it. Fade touched Gurguts. Okay. Gotta kinda make sure that I don't lose half my HP by jumping down. Alright. Don't really want to stand so close to you. I don't. I don't have enough focus for a fancy attack. But maybe I don't need to. I really don't like the screen shake that's happening.
This should be enough for the offering.
So give it to the hold and make Finn's life shit? Or give it to Finn? We help him. Not ask him, do it.
Bending the rules further than what's already allowed. Not to sound unkind, but we don't want to upset the hold.
Okay, I have a choice to make. I did not realize. I can give the offering to Finn. I can give the offering to the Huntsmaster. I think I kind of lost the plot on Finn. Like, he lost the name. He lost his last name or something. He could redeem a little bit of honor or something by doing something, or let us do something. But he lost his father, right? That's what it all started. He lost his father, and even if we were to help him, he wouldn't get his father back.
The Mortisan said to place the bait here. We
This
need
is
to
a good
find a
place.
good spot.
How long before this Nox Mortar takes interest?
Probably not that long.
Oh, it's plotting the best way to strip the flesh from our bones right now. Just waiting for the invitation.
Okay, well, let's invite him
Very
then.
funny.
No way, that's the Nox
So now
Morta?
what was that?
Yeah, you see, that's what I mean. It's like underwhelming. It's just another one of those bog beast things. Bogfisher, yeah. That's not the Nox Morta, is it? Because he just changed his title. Ain't no way that this is a Nox Morta, is it? Is that really just what it is? Okay. Okay.
Someone help Sarah!
Okay, well, he's going. What are these tiny ants doing here? Can we not? Okay, these are tanky as hell. Can we do a attack my target? Can we all like come back here? Or something. Okay, what's happening? Why is everyone just being sad and dead? Please no more ads. The ads were very, very annoying. There we go.
That was not what I expected.
Same.
Best bogfisher ever.
Really?
The Mortisan will want to hear about this.
That was so underwhelming. Right. We have an astrolarium to do here. I doubt I can get there from here. But I might as well try. This is a really cool area. I love this. I'm like, what's that sound? But that's the regen potions. Of course. Oh, more Hakon. Hi. Let's knock them down. Let's burn them up. Slam a fist in their face. Burn them down again. Slam them down. Some more fists in their faces. Some fire. Ah, that will do it. Okay, I don't know where I need to go, but that
I'm
shouldn't
shocked
come
I've never
as a
seen this
surprise.
plant before. It's so melodramatic, half the Magisterium should be growing it.
Okay. Oh, have I not been here before? Isn't this where we released Storvakker? Yeah. I don't know how to get to this astrolarium. Maybe I do. Maybe I shouldn't give up yet. Don't give up yet. Don't stop believing. Probably just need to zigzag our way up. Why do they always make these things in high places? Why can't it never just be on ground level, right? Ah, I think I saw it. Yes, I found it. Oh, let's hope it's an easy one. I bet it won't be. Okay. Aha. Finally. Okay, that took me way longer than I'd like to admit. So we're just not gonna talk about it. Okay, now I need to go all the way back down. Is there a shortcut? No, because I don't own that camp. Otherwise I would have had a shortcut. This is a fast travel point though. So wait, if I just go to here. Alright. We're going to ignore all of that. Oh, I see a Fate Rift. How many more Fate Rifts are there? More Pride Demons, are you kidding? Okay. More? No, that was it. Okay. Alright. Moving on. What's happening over here? Creatures are in combat with one another. Let's go and be helpful by murdering everything. That will help for sure. Okay, found a camp though. Oh, not before we kill this Gurgut. It's not your camp, you know. It's mine. Well, it will be soon. Okay, can we stop with the slow-mo stuff? Like, honestly, I think it's really annoying, personally, that we get these, like, dramatic slow-mo effects. Like, I don't need that. Just let me get on with combat. Okay, there is a question mark here. How do I get there? Cool, Stilton. Okay. Oh, it's a landmark. Okay. Where do I get it? Here. Oh, well, that's a nice place.
Over there. She'll be overwhelmed.
Oh, did we find the person we were looking for? Like, well, aren't you supposed to be... That's what I mean. Go into the fight. You're my tank. Just imagine just being in the game and your tank is just standing right next to you and you're like, bruh.
Still standing. That's... oh.
Yeah. We good?
Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
Happens to the best of us.
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais.
It does? Why?
But you're an elf?
Orlesian institutions aren't always accepting of elves.
So the glances and loud whispers remind me.
Aww.
The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How did you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Emeridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
Okay.
Stay safe.
I will.
Okay. So now we at least get something to do with those ruins, which is nice. Okay, I have a giant black hole over here. I need to figure out what to do over there. Let's see if there's anything we can make of it. Can we walk all the way up here? Nah. Shortcut through camp. That would do it. Just want to quickly see what is on that dark the dark bit of the map. Okay, I can see my marker. This looks lovely. I love this. Like these marsh-like biomes. They're absolutely beautiful. Anything special in here other than... No, okay. Okay, but we can go back and tell the dude about the Nox Morta. That was underwhelming though. I already forgot that we did all of that. Because that's such an underwhelming thing. What's floating there in this? Why is that just floating here? Why? That's just weird. This game is weird. So much walking. I got spoiled by Vilgard for having so many fast travel points, zip lines and whatnot to get across. It's really nice. It's no walking simulator over there.
Pray, do not keep me in suspense. Your haunted stare speaks plainly of an encounter with the Nox Morta.
Sure, yeah.
Is the Nox Morta a bogfisher by any chance? A large, aggressive bogfisher?
Bogfisher. That quaint nomenclature inadequately describes its lesser kin. And here is whom they must serve.
I killed it though.
Why didn't you?
I told them to have proof of its existence. Minds shall be enlightened. Though when enlightenment comes at the cost of such fearful truths, I must wonder at its toll. Permit my humble gratitude to reflect the risk taken, your worship. Where's Dunwich? I must draft a letter to the university.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
I definitely should go. Okay, this guy is Delulu, and that's fine. That's okay. Okay, explore the cave and meet Colette are the next things to do, and unlock the door. Right, okay. Why don't we... I'm gonna go here first. Well, not now, but I'll set myself up for this. Because I think this episode has been going on long enough. We've done quite a few things. We have like... Oh, wrong button. We have discovered quite a bit of the map. Like, I feel like we have done most of the stuff and it's all coming together now, so that's really nice. A few quests here and there, and then we can continue on. The main quest obviously being here, where we can use the boat from this guy to go to the island for the remains of the last Inquisitor, and that's like the main quest. Everything else is just kind of filler to incentivize you to explore. We've done all that, so that's good. So yeah, no, I think we're on the right track here. It shouldn't be too long before we have finished this entire zone, which is cool. But for now, I'm gonna leave this right here, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. There's a link in the description below if you want to know about the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!